Do you know what really happened behind the scenes between the two most popular members of BTS? Over the past few days, rumors and speculation flooded ARMY's social media timeline. The whispers about the tension between V and Jungkook are so strong that they can no longer be ignored by the company. The anxiety of the fans reached its peak, demanding a clear answer. Pressure from the growing ARMY finally forced HYBE to step in and issue the long-awaited official statement. The content of the statement, far from what many expected, actually provoked an even greater wave of furor. In a brief but solid statement issued to the media, HYBE finally spoke up. The company firmly stated that all rumors circulating about any discord or disharmony between V and Jungkook are not true at all. HYBE confirmed that the relationship between the two members remains as good and close as ever. The statement also added that V and Jungkook are currently focusing on their planned individual activities while continuing to prepare for future BTS reunions. Instead of defusing the situation, this clarification left the ARMY divided and even more curious. Many fans were relieved and felt calm after hearing HYBE's direct affirmation. They believe fully in the company and especially in the strong bonds of the members. "I always knew they were okay. The media likes to make trouble out of the wind," wrote one relieved fan. However, on the other hand, some of the ARMY actually felt HYBE's statement was too standard and seemed to ignore the fans' anxiety. They criticized that HYBE did not explain specifically the source or reason for the emergence of such massive rumors. This is a very ambiguous clarification. They didn't answer anything, just said, "Everything is fine as usual," commented one disappointed fan. This wave of emotional shock continues to roll in, proving that the dynamic between V and Jungkook has always been a very sensitive and emotional concern for their loyal fans. The excitement of the ARMY's response finally triggered an in-depth analysis from various angles. The curious fans began to become impromptu detectives, combing through each of V and Jungkook's latest uploads on social media, looking for clues that might have been missed. Some find seemingly mundane pieces of their togetherness, like a shared sense of humor in the comments or a song they might be listening to, trying to prove that their bond is still intact. For skeptics, however, it is precisely the conspicuous absence of direct interaction in recent weeks that has reinforced their doubts. They usually like to interact, even small things. "Why is it quiet now?" asked a user in a worried tone. Behind the scenes, industry experts also give their opinion. A Korean entertainment analyst highlighted how complicated it is to manage communications for a group as big as BTS. HYBE is in a difficult position. Confirming or refuting every rumor can actually backfire. The public statement they issued is a standard step to dampen speculation without giving room for further debate, he explained. He added that the company's current focus is indeed the solo projects of each member, and everything that can interfere with the narrative will try to be muted. In the midst of all that analysis and speculation, however, there is one thing that may be forgotten: trust. Most of the ARMY who have gone through so many years with BTS chose to go back to basics, which is to believe taehyung and Jungkook's own words. They recalled how the two members always talked about how precious their relationship was and how they considered each other like family. A video clip from last year in which Jungkook innocently praised V as someone who can always make him laugh went viral again, becoming a heartwarming reminder to many fans. In the end, HYBE's clarification may not satisfy all parties, but it manages to divert the conversation. The initially anxiety-filled excitement began to turn into talk of support. ARMY began to refocus on supporting Jungkook's solo album and taehyung's drama shooting schedule, understanding that their support was what was most needed right now. This incident once again proves just how deep the emotional bond is between BTS and ARMY, where a small rumor can set off a storm, but it's also a reminder that trust is the foundation that holds them all together. The storm eventually subsides, leaving behind a belief that may be even stronger than before. Interestingly, this incident actually highlights how much pressure V and Jungkook have to bear as individuals. Their every movement, even the simplest, is under the microscope of millions of pairs of eyes. Silence on social media could be interpreted as conflict, while in fact it could just mean they are tired or need time for themselves. A psychologist specialized in dealing with celebrities highlights that the need for privacy is crucial, and excessive speculation can actually add to an already enormous mental burden. The clarification from HYBE, although it initially provoked confusion, ultimately served as a catalyst. He triggered a process of mass introspection in the ARMY community. Many are beginning to evaluate how they consume information and the importance of checking facts before spreading anxiety. This incident served as an expensive reminder that behind the big names V and Jungkook, there are Kim Taehyung and Jungkook as ordinary human beings who also deserve breathing space and trust. The storm has indeed passed, but the lessons it left behind will continue to shape the way fandom and agencies interact in the future.